Today on Readus Reviews, I review Us, the second movie written and directed by Jordan Peele, and y'all. The movie centers around this family going to Santa Clara for summer vacation. They're staying in their summer home, which just so happens to be the childhood home of the mother, visiting friends, enjoying themselves, only to find out that there is a family that looks exactly like them that wants to kill them. So instead of enjoying their summer vacation, they now have to survive their summer vacation. That's fun. Now, normally I'd use other stories that I've seen or read that are similar to this in order to compare, but nothing really comes to mind. I mean, the closest that I can come up with is like Invasion of the Body Snatchers or something like that, but even that's a bit of a reach considering what this movie covers. It's also a bit unfair to compare this to Get Out considering the differences in the context of the movies. Another thing that just makes it completely incomparable to Get Out is that Jordan Peele leaves a lot of symbolism and metaphors up to the imagination, as opposed to Get Out's metaphors and symbolism being pretty easy to catch if you pay attention enough. No, seriously, a lot of the stuff we were wondering about regarding the hidden meanings in the movie when we first saw the trailers for it were never really talked about. We don't really get any real answers to the questions that the movie gives us. In a way, it's kind of brilliant because it lets us try to interpret a lot of the symbolism and lore that the movie gives us on our own and to find our own meaning regarding what's going on that we just watched. Then again, it's also frustrating because, god damn it, I need answers. I need answers so bad. So with that being said, let's talk about the performances that stood out to me the most, starting with Lupita Nyong'o. Her performances as Red and Adelaide, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, I need her to win all the Oscars for this. Otherwise, life makes no sense. Like, I never saw 12 Years a Slave because mental health reasons. And her role in Black Panther was pretty cut and dry, so I never really got a chance to know her range, but I assure you I know that bitch now. The kids Jason and Zora were also really good to watch on screen, especially Jason. Holy crap, Jason was great. Every time he was on screen, he was just making good decision after good decision, problem solving, figuring shit out. And Zora was the second best, with her being able to take charge and get dirty when need be. I also really enjoyed their chemistry and how they developed as brother and sister. That really added a good touch on screen. And when the development of the two actually came to fruition and you saw it play out on screen, it was small, but it was powerful. And you really felt that, like you could tell that they were brother and sister and they really cared for each other. I enjoyed it. Another thing that I liked about this movie was the music, especially the score, let alone the actual soundtrack. Like, all the selections were great. Because I'm just gonna be honest with you, readers, I wasn't expecting to hear Janelle Monáe play after the opening credits, but I'm very glad that I did. Mostly because that rendition of I Got 5 on It survived the trailer and made it into the movie, and that bitch is still unnerving as fuck. I just want that to be known, so I'm just glad that we were able to get that chaser of Janelle Monáe down first. But if I were to nitpick, I would have to say that I was kind of disappointed in Winston Duke's Gabriel in this one. While I was definitely expecting him to be the type of dad and husband that we got, and found his performance very charming and relatable in the first act, I felt that he was still a bit too comic reliefy for my liking when shit started to hit the fan. Not saying that type of personality isn't realistic in a situation similar to the one that they were in this movie, but all I'm saying is that I heard him make a bit of commentary regarding a decision that a certain ethnic group does when they need to get in their house, and I expected a bit more from the character after making said comment. I'm just saying. But yeah, readers, overall, Us was a lot. But it was a lot in a good way. It has great characters that develop and make very smart decisions throughout, and said characters are portrayed by actors that definitely give it their all. And while the symbolism, methodology, and explanations of how everything came to be aren't as present or cut and dry as they are in Get Out, the lack of such doesn't really take away from the experience. And trust me, readers, whew, this was a fucking experience. I say that if you're going to go see this in theaters, it's definitely worth a full ticket price. And if you're going to get it for home video, it's definitely worth a Blu-ray purchase. Especially if they come out with a director's cut with extended footage. Because I need some fucking answers. So with that being said, readers, your homework assignment for the day. Write in the comment section below what you thought of Jordan Peele's Us if you've seen it. If you want to help financially support the channel, you can join my Patreon by clicking the card at the end of the video or in the link in the description down below, where you can also find a link to my merchandise store. Or if you prefer to give a one-time donation, you can find the links to my PayPal and my Ko-fi page in the description box as well. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications, because I post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and every other Friday. But until then, this is Readus 101. Class dismissed.